from the redneck girls like me. Oh, yeah.
This is a great beginning.
I'm in a great place right now.
Maybe the best beginning we've seen.
I hope so. That's good. Feels good. I feel right on time.
Look at your segues. You're so good. The title of this album, Right on Time. Why is it right on time? Why is this the time?
This is the first time that I've gotten to really put together a creative project on my own. All of the ups and downs and the good and the bad, all of that makes you smarter in the long run. And I wouldn't have been prepared 7 or 8 years ago. I think it was a really good experience for me to stand around and watch the other producers and watch what they do and learn the goods and the bads from that, you know. This album, Right on Time, it really, I describe it as like a sonic journey through time, because it feels like the song that we have out right now, Still Rolling, feels like we stepped right into 1975 and recorded that track. And then the title track, Right on Time, it feels like something Billie Holiday recorded in the 40s, you know. And then there's rock and sounding tracks on it that remind you of like the mid-80s, you know. And then there's, you know, country sounding tracks on it that are very traditional. And it's just a sonic journey through all kinds of music and decades.
Through your life.
And through my musical influences and taste. You know, I think a lot of people think, oh, the redneck woman, it's just honky tonk and Leonard Skinner and Hank Jr. screaming loud all the time, but that's just not the case.
It's not just one project we're talking about 3 at one time.
Well, we hadn't been in the studio for a while, so we were anxious and we had a lot to do, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to do a rock covers album, and so that's what we started with when we got the studio built, kind of break in the studio and get all the rattles out of the wall and that kind of stuff. Just kind of picked our favorite classic rock songs and had everybody in the band kind of write down their favorite ones and pulled them together and picked the best 12. And I didn't realize until after we had started tracking that it was actually, all of them ended up being from the 70s. And that wasn't a plan. So maybe...
Well, that was the best era for...
I think it definitely shows that it was this band's favorite decade of rock music anyway.
And the third is Christmas, right?
The third album is Christmas album. And we've got them to hopefully where they'll come out like every couple of months this year. 'Cause I was all jacked up.
People who say, Gretchen Wilson, wow, she did. How much fuel do you get from that to say, oh yeah?
I think I hear everything a little lighter. Probably 10 years ago I'd have said was, but now I say yes I was and am and will continue to be. And I think now I can hear that and take a deep breath and go, yeah I was, but I still am. I love being in this industry. Like we've said before, it has its ups and downs, but I couldn't be in a better place than I am right now. And I have years and years ahead of me as far as making music. Every day when I drive back into this driveway after taking my daughter to school, I say a prayer. I mean, I don't save it for bedtime, you know. I look up and I thank God for this beautiful life.